Welcome back to North of the Broad. My next guest is SMurray with the City of Beaufort, a city councilman. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Robin.
Good to have you with us.
Yeah, great to be here.
We're going to be talking about specifically the relationship between the city, but also with the Beaufort County Economic Development Corporation.
Yes, yeah.
So how did that all come together?
Yeah, well, a few years ago, the county was sort of figuring out what their economic development strategy was going to be. And Mayor Keisling, the mayor of the city of Beaufort, organized the other mayors and provided a memo to county council that encouraged the creation of the Beaufort County Economic Development Corporation. Right. And so economic development is kind of my bailiwick over at the city. And so I was fortunate enough to be elected the founding chairman of the Economic Development Corporation. And the idea was the city is very small. We could have gone and hired our own economic developer, but it didn't really make much sense, especially because we didn't have anybody representing the entire county. And so we thought it was more appropriate, more fiscally responsible to try to organize the entire county's effort, be a part of that, right. Hire one economic developer that can kind of represent all of us, be a little more efficient that way.
And so really, what is the role of the Economic Development Corporation? What does it do for the city?
Yeah, that's a great question. So specifically, it's to try to encourage capital investment in primary job creation, and primary is generally around advanced manufacturing, industrial distribution, knowledge base, IT. So it's companies that produce products or services that bring dollars into the community. We're also trying to raise the average wage right. in Beaufort County, because as most of us know, the cost of living is skyrocketing. Wages aren't really keeping up in many cases. And if we're going to try to keep young people who have to work in order to live in Beaufort County, we've got to be focused on the types of jobs that allow that kind of opportunity.
And have you been successful so far?
So we're just finishing our fiscal year, okay. June 30th. In the last 14 months, I'm very happy to report that the Economic Development Corporation, led by John O'Toole, who's our executive director, yes. We've booked $53 million in capital investment countowide.
Oh Did you say 53 million?
53 million. $53 million.
Wow.
330 jobs,
wow.
Which equates to about $17 million in total payroll. And if you take that 330 and the $17 million number, it comes out to $54,000 a year in average wages. And then the other good news, our partners at the Department of Commerce in Columbia have been really great, and we've been able to apply and receive over $7 million in grants and incentives to local industry in Beaufort County that I don't think we would have received otherwise.
Wow. Do you have any big projects in the future? What's the vision?
We do. So we have about 60 active projects in the hopper right now across the county, and a wide array of industries, anything from spirits to CBD oil processors to lasers.
CBD is just amazing.
To dust mitigation. It's all over the place. So it's really kind of exciting. We're looking at products, so we're thinking about putting a spec building up in the Commerce Park with the assistance of Beaufort County, because one of our challenges, we've eaten up 7 of our buildings in northern Beaufort County, and we're running out of available space. So good problem to have, but we're trying to keep up with our infrastructure to make sure as we're booking deals, we've got places for businesses to land. And
so you said booking deals. So as you go out and try to attract these companies and businesses to come here, what's the selling point? What do you tell them about this place?
Well, so I think most folks know us for our quality of life and just this remarkable community that we have, and that while we're a small footprint, we've got great arts and culture. We've got great nonprofits like the Pat Conroy Center here. Right. And so there's a lot of access that I think you don't find in smaller markets across South Carolina. So we talk about quality of life, but I think our #1 sales point is that we have 3 military installations, right. And we are blessed that we have about 1,000 men and women who come off those installations every year who are exiting out of the military. And the #1 issue that is facing industry across the country today is workforce. Yep. And so our military personnel who are coming off the bases and out of the service, they're self-disciplined, self-motivated, they know how to work in a team.
Good work ethic, yeah.
They have the soft skills that many of our employers are asking for. And so when we're having the conversations, especially in aerospace or some of these advanced manufacturing, these folks already have a lot of those skills. And so we're working really hard to try to connect those dots.
You are so enthusiastic. Why do you do what you do?
Well, I love this place. I'm a Beaufort native.
Okay.
I'm very fortunate I own my own businesses, and we've been able to, I think the joke in Beaufort County has been BYOJ, bring your own job. And I think that's sort of sad.
Yeah.
That we have everything in this community that we want. We have a mass in-migration of retirees, which I think brings a lot of positive benefits. But my fear is if we continue this trajectory of young professionals leaving our county while older retirees are moving in and the cost of living continues to rise, that over time it's going to lead to a county that is a little different than where we are today. And so I think it's important that we carry out this work so that we can keep our authenticity, we can keep the diversity that we really love in this community. And so the economic development piece is as much about keeping us the same and diverse and authentic as it is about diversifying our economy.
Stephen Murray with the City of Beaufort, thank you so much for being with us. Love your excitement.
Thank you for having me on.
Okay, great.
What you do.
Okay, thank you. We'll be right back.